Discovering God Through Nature and Art with Matushka Elesa. In his letter to the Galatians, St. Paul says, "The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." And St. Seraphim of Sarov says, "The good deed done for Christ's sake brings us the fruits of the Holy Spirit." We'll talk about a special fruit today called a pumpkin. Wait, a pumpkin is a fruit? Does it grow on trees or bushes like most fruits? That doesn't look right. Well, scientists have decided that if a food grows from a flower and contains seeds, that makes it a fruit. Pumpkins do fit this description, even though they grow on vines along the ground. Vegetables usually come from another part of a plant, like leaves, stems, or roots. Pumpkins belong to the gourd family. Gourds grow on vines, the base of the gourd growing out from the flower blossom, then forming a hard rind. This rind protects it from insects and injury. If it's a type of gourd you can't eat, we just call it a gourd. Some people like to decorate with gourds and find other interesting uses for them. If it's a type of gourd you can eat, this includes fruits like squash, melons, and cucumber. Pumpkin is a type of squash. Some other types of squash are butternut squash, acorn squash, and zucchini. It's interesting how food fits into categories like this. Can you think of categories in the Orthodox Church? How about clergy? That's a category. We have a metropolitan, bishops, priests, deacons, subdeacons. All are clergy, and all serve different roles in the church all over the world. Pumpkins currently grow all over the world, but they originate from the Americas. Pumpkin seeds from thousands of years ago were found in a Mexican cave. It was grown by many Pueblo tribes, and the Iroquois would grow it alongside other plants. The original people who grew pumpkins used as much of the fruit as they could. They did not like to waste. It is believed that they dried out the stringy, sticky strands inside to weave into mats. The gourd could be hollowed out, dried, and used as a storage container. They roasted and ate the pumpkin seeds, and sometimes they may have used them for medicine. The pulp could be cooked and mashed and eaten any number of ways, and today most people's favorites are pumpkin pies, soups, and breads. Even the flower blossoms are edible. Though pumpkins are up to 90% water, they are considered a superfood, which gives us lots of energy. Using as much of God's gifts as we can helps avoid waste and helps us fully experience our Creator and all that He offers. Could we use all of ourselves during a church service? Let's learn to draw this gift God has given. When I was young, I drew a pumpkin using basic shapes. A circle with a rectangle, and some stripes because pumpkins have ridges. If I want my pumpkin to look more realistic, I notice that pumpkins are generally round but have a few different shapes going on. Let's start with a tall, skinny oval. Now let's add to that skinny oval some similar curved lines on the right and left. Are your lines wobbly? Even better, that makes for a more interesting pumpkin. Keep adding until your pumpkin is as wide as you like. Each curved line begins at the top of the last curved line. Now, a stem doesn't really sit right on top, it's embedded into the top. We can get creative with how crooked we want our stem to be. Just one pumpkin doesn't seem like enough, so let's add a bigger one behind it. How about one more? Maybe a tall, skinny one this time. Have you heard of a still life? It's a drawing or photograph of everyday objects or foods arranged on a surface together. You can add other objects to your drawing if you like. In this painting, I added several objects that reminded me of the fall season. My kids drew their own pumpkin still lifes, and even found slightly different ways to draw their pumpkins. Experimenting to see what works is always a good thing. Thank you for joining me in learning about pumpkins. I hope you have a great time putting them in your own still life drawings.